Test 1, 2. Good evening and welcome into the nightcap here at Ed Flaherty Field as UMass Boston, the away side taking on the home side, the Rhode Island College Anchormen. Both teams dramatic wins yesterday. Rick able to take it on a walk-off in the ninth inning as Boston a walk-off as well. It took extras, 2-1 and 11 over UMass Dartmouth. It's going to be Connor Davey on the hill today for Rhode Island College. His first pitch off the mark, 1-0. Davey's ninth start this season, 5-1 record, 5.4 ERA, 45 strikeouts, 30 walks, a 263 allowed average for Davey, the freshman out of Cheshire, Connecticut. 2-0 here to Nick Herzog. Herzog having a great season, 401, 33 extra base hits, 47 RBIs, among the league leaders in both of those, as well as home runs with 11. A 3-0 on the way from Davey, and that one a called strike 3-1 to Nick Herzog. Exactly the same lineup as we saw yesterday for this Beacons team. Just a different pitcher who we'll talk about in the bottom half. But now a 3-1. This one grounded to short. Morrell has it, and the throw down to Tyler Walsh is made for out number 1.
Now batting second baseman number 14, Josh Lopez.
This is going to bring up Lopez, another tough out, and part of this early assault by UMass Boston, as they look to get on the front foot here. Lopez 462 and 65 at bats, 7 doubles, 13 RBI for the man out of North Haven, Connecticut. Battle of the 14s. Here is Davey on the mound, Lopez at the plate, a 1-0 count. 1-0 from Davey, and this one swung on, hit out to center. Moving over is Josh Silva, and he makes the grab for out number 2. This is the DH, Kyle Boudris, 382 for Boudris, 32 RBIs, good for second on this UMass Boston team. This one out, in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Boudris. Oh, 1 count here. The pitch is going to be inside, 1-1. All games scheduled for Friday have been postponed to Saturday, which means Championship Saturday will be on Sunday this year. No baseball tomorrow as a rainy day off for everyone involved. As this one swung on and hit into right center. Going back is Silva, and he makes the grab, and that'll do it for the top of the first inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Beacons, as it'll be Amarante to kick off for the Anchormen. Back here for the bottom of the first inning. And the warm-up of Fernando Burgos is complete. 6-0 record through 10 starts for Burgos. A 2.83 ERA. 54 innings leads this UMass Boston team. 37 strikeouts, 19 walks. For Burgos, the man out of Hyde Park, Mass. First pitch to Charlie Amarante. Off the mark for ball one. The 1-0. Hidden there for a called strike. Looking at the numbers for Charlie this season, 256 has played in, or started a little over half of the games for Rhode Island College. 78 at-bats. He's got 20 hits, 15 RBI, and now a 1-2 count here to Burgos. One, two on the way. Inside there is now 2-2 to Charlie Amarante, the right fielder for Rhode Island College. Burgos ready to deal. That one chopped back. That one will run the count full, 3-2. Nate Vigent, the second baseman, on deck for Rhode Island College. Ready to roll as Burgos. The payoff pitch swung on and fouled away. We'll do it again. So grounded to second. Lopez on it. And the throw over to McCormick for out number one.
Now bag number 8, Nate Widget.
One down here for the second baseman, Vigent. Burgos gets the nod and fires. Vigent a little half swing there and went around 0-1. Ryan Rotondo on deck. He was the one that delivered the hit that got Rhode Island College past Eastern Connecticut late last night. 0-1 on the way. This one popped up. Shallow left field. Odd spot as it's going to drop in for fair ball. Vigent will scamper back to first. It's a single and the first hit of the day for Rhode Island College.
Now batting number 4, Ryan Rotondo.
Time called as Rotondo getting set. First pitch, big swing and a miss there. Oh, 1. Swung on and that one chopped up the middle. Just too late with the glove there was Burgos, and back-to-back singles for the Rhode Island College anchorman with one out. This is the first baseman, Tyler Walsh, and definitely the power hitter for this Rhode Island College team. 5 home runs, a team leading 16 doubles for the first baseman. First pitch here is outside. One 0 on the way. Big swing there, and Walsh knows what he wants. It's 1-1. Ball on a strike. The pitch chopped toward the parking lot. And now 1-2 for Tyler Walsh. It's the DH raising Cone on deck for Rhode Island College. The 1-2. This one chopped, and it's going to get on the ground to right field. A base hit. They're sending one home. The throw coming in. Not a bad one. It's past everybody and a chance to advance. And they will. So Rhode Island College strikes first here. And gets out on the front foot against UMass Boston. It's runners on second and third and one out for Ray Zincone, the DH.
Now batting designated hitter number 5, Ray Zincone.
An RBI single for Walsh, and now the DH, formerly a Beacon, now playing against them here in the LEC tournament. Grounded to third. Checking it out is Eddie Riley, and the throw down is in time for out number 2, and Zincone down.
Now batting number 19, Nick Fiola.
This is the catcher, Nick Fiola. Number 19 for the Anchorman. Fiola this season, 15 games played, 362, a double, 2 triples, 17 RBI, making the most of his opportunities this year as he looks at strike one. Now at 0-1. That one in there for a called strike. So Fiola finds himself behind 0-2. The pitch, and this one cracked out into shallow right. Moving back is Lopez, but it's the right fielder Nick Herzog to make the grab to end the first inning. First blood belongs to Rhode Island College. They take a 1-0 lead into the second. Nick Catraro will start off the top of the second inning. The Beacons left fielder, hitting at .373 this season. 7 extra base hits, 22 RBI, 1-0. Catraro also Player of the Week back in mid-April. As the 2-seed Beacons have a lot of names throughout the weekly award winners.
Of the game that's going on right now, Rhode Island and UMass Boston. So whoever loses, we play them in an elimination game, and that winner, this team that wins, goes into the winner's bracket.
3 balls and a strike here. The pitch.
Yeah, we can. Yeah,
Fouled off.
yeah, but out of 2 games in this tournament, honestly, we haven't really played very well. So. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
3-2. And that one in there for a called strike. Catraro sent back. And it's a first K of the day for Connor Davey. And it'll bring up the third baseman, Eddie Riley.
Now batting number 3, Eddie Riley. Oh, well, we're still going. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
313 this year for Riley. 16 doubles. Leads this UMass Boston team.
We'll see. Bravo.
2-0.
Yes, we would. Yeah. All right, Glenn. Take care. Bye-bye.
This one grounded down the third baseline. Foul. Strike on the board for Eddie Riley. It's 2-1. As Riley connects with one out to left. Could be a problem, but it's just going to be over the scoreboard. A solo shot for Eddie Riley, and that'll even things up at 1 here in the second. For Riley, home run number 5 on the year. And we're back where we started, all even here in Gorham. One and one now to Danny Brown, the center fielder for the Beacons. .306 for Brown. 15 extra base hits, 28 RBI, and an empty base path here. He's got a 1-2 count. The pitch. Big swing and a miss there. Or got a piece of it, rather, and will stay alive at 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Upstairs. And 2-2 now. This one out into shallow center, a few steps forward for Silva, who makes the grab for out number 2. Ryan McCormick, the first baseman for the Beacons, will stand in here with an empty base path and 2 outs. .248 for McCormick in his 37 games played. This one grounded to second. Vigent has it, and the throw over to Tyler Walsh will do it for the top of the second inning, but not before a home run by Eddie Riley, the third baseman for the Beacons, to even things up at 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Rami Morel will lead off this bottom of the second inning. The shortstop for Rick standing in here as Burgos out to work. Inning number 2. Gave up 3 hits and 1 run, as this one's still even. This one chopped into left. It'll get through the gap, and a single for Rami Morel. Throw down to first as Morel back in time. This is Joe Coro, the left fielder. Had a great day at the plate yesterday. On the year for Coro, .336. As his first pitch swung on, chopped foul toward the third base side. Good bare hand there by the Rick third base coach. 0-1. It's the center fielder Josh Silva on deck, and then the top of the order for Rhode Island College. Ball and a strike here. Burgos delivers. Runner goes. This one chopped toward third. Foul. One and two now to Joe Coro. Throw down to first, and no harm, no foul as Morel back in time. Rami hasn't tried to steal a base yet this year. 1-2 and swing and a miss. Oh, got a piece of it, did. Coro is... he'll stay alive. The 1-2. Swing and a miss there, and Coro down on strikes for out number one. Now the center fielder, Josh Silva. Not bad numbers for a 9-hitter. 296. 9 extra base hits, 20 RBI for Silva. As he's going to look to put his team back in front. Getting a sign here down at third base. And stepping in. Rocking the hoodie under the jersey as he did last night. As back-to-back chilly nights here in Gorham. That one outside. Now they're going down to first as Morel back in plenty of time. Quick thinking there behind the plate. Swing and a miss there from Silva. Ball and a strike now. This one chomped toward first, but it's foul, and the count moves to 1-2. One, two, as this one cracked toward third. Fielded by Riley, throw down to second, and Silva has it and got the lead runner. No throw down to first, but it keeps Boston in a good spot here with 2 outs. Amarante grounds this one foul toward the Rick dugout. 0-1. A ground out to second in his first at-bat. Vigent on deck if you can find a way up. As it's the right fielder, Amarante standing in behind 0-1. Time called. Down to first. Silva, a guy you want to watch out for on the base path. 29 of 35 stealing this year. This one hit out into left. Running over is Catraro. And he makes the grab to retire the side in the bottom of the second. Rick leaves one on and we'll take it to the third. Everything even at 1.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate in your sport, but participate in things outside of that. And it's all about growing as a person.
My coaches have helped me with figuring out who I really am. Their lives are dedicated for us to succeed.
Top of the third, it is upon us at Ed Flaherty Field, the nightcap of this Day 2 triple header. That pitch from Connor Davey in the zone, 1-1 to Nico Kites. Strike 2 to Kites. This one chopped toward first, fielded by the first baseman, underhanded to Davey, who steps on the bag for out number 1, and that will be the first out of this top of the third. Charlie Hughey, the shortstop for the Beacons, stepping in now. That one in there for strike 1 to Charlie Hughey. And 2 quick strikes there from Connor Davey. The 0-2, and this one grounded slowly and foul. And Hughey will get another shot at 0-2. The 0-2 is going to be low as Hughey looks at it. A ball and 2 strikes, top of the order, and Nick Herzog in the on-deck circle. 1-2. Wise there to hold off was Hughie, and now a better spot here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Grounded up the middle. Vigin after it, but won't get there in time. It's a 1-out single for Charlie Hughie. Here's Nick Herzog, who will look to capitalize off of that single by Hughie. First pitch to Herzog. Back down to first. And a bit of leapfrog there as the grab is made. Walsh keeping it within him. One and 0 here to Nick Herzog. Swing and a miss there is down to second base. One count to Herzog. As Davey checks and fires. Eight for 12 on the base path this season is Hughie, as he's got a big lead off second. Two-two pitch. This one popped up, shallow right, and now Hamarante sprinting after it, and he makes the grab for out number 2. This is Lopez, who flew out to center back in the first inning. One to 0 to Lopez is Hughie, shuffling his feet past second. Would love to get around third and get his team a lead. The only 2 teams left in this LEC tournament to not have lost a game. As by the end of the night, we'll have 4 1-1 teams in this tournament, and one team with a pair of wins. 2-1 here to Josh Lopez. The pitch. Thought about it, did Lopez, but he lays off last second, and it works in his favor, 3-1. And a free base for Lopez with 2 outs. So it's first and second for Kyle Boudris. Davey gets the sign he wants and fires. This one ripped into left by Boudris. It's going to get down. Being waved home. Now the throw coming in from Joe Coro. Not a bad one. The relay home is not going to be in time. Now a throw down to third. And the tag down. Not in time. Lopez in at third. An RBI single for Kyle Boudris. And now, Catraro, the left fielder. Throw down to first. As Walsh has it. First pitch to Catraro. Was that one low? Good break, just didn't find the zone. 1-0. Gets in, and they'll hold everybody up. Quick chat here between the home plate umpire as Davey back to the mound. Two balls, no strikes. This one ripped toward first. Fielded there by Walsh, and they'll step on the bag to end the top of the third, but not before Boston gets a run to put themselves up front. 2-1, bottom 3 in the way. 0-1 here, as it's Vigent to kick off for Rhode Island College. Oh, 2 here as Burgos out ahead on Vigent. The 0-2. And Vigent strikes out there.
Now batting number 4, Ryan Rotundo.
This is Ryan Rotundo. This one inside. And patience a virtue for Rotundo. He's 3-0 ahead. The 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk for Ryan Rotundo will bring up Tyler Walsh. Walsh, an RBI single in his first at-bat. The first run of the game for either side as Rick jumped out early, but Boston back-to-back one-run innings. Walsh will look to even the score here as Fernando Burgos standing in, delivers, and it's outside for ball 1.
They're
1-0 here to Walsh. This one chopped towards second. Lopez has it, and the throw down is in time. The runner will advance, and it's Rotundo at second, and 2 outs for Raising Cone.
designated hitter number 5, Raising Cone. I'm keeping some stretch now. If it's 3 teams, we have to go. I was working the first 2 games. You have to do that up analysis. So I'll keep it the same.
Rotundo a half dozen steps off the bag at second. Burgos fires. And that one off the mark, 1-0 to Zincone. A ground out to third for the DH in his first at-bat. And a chance here with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. It's a called strike. Zincone lays off. It's 1-1. That one finds the zone, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. This one chopped into right. And the grab made by Herzog to retire the side. We've played 3. And a close one early. It's 2-1 in favor of Boston. Grounded to third to start the top of the 4th. The throw down by Morrell is in time as Walsh making the grab.
Number 7, Danny Brown.
So one down here as the center fielder Danny Brown steps up.
Yeah.
1-0. Davey fires. This one grounded toward first. Fielded there, and a race to the bag is won by Walsh for out number 2. Two outs here for McCormick. Ball and a strike to McCormick, 0 for 1 today. The 1-1. This one chopped toward first. Walsh has it, underhand. And they'll step on the bag for the 3rd out. A quick top of the 4th as Rick will go to bat trailing 2-1. 1-0 as this one chopped foul off of the foot of Fiola. One. That one off the mark, 3-1 to Fiola. The 3-1 from Burgos. In there for a called strike, a full count for Fiola. Down on strikes goes the Rhode Island College catcher. It's the shortstop. Rami Morel that's chopped back to the backstop, 0-1. Burgos gets his sign, goes again. This one popped up. It looks like it's going to stay in the infield. Lopez underneath it. He makes the grab for out number 2. This is the left fielder, Joe Coro. 0 for 1 so far with a strikeout. First pitch from Burgos. He checked at it and looked like he went around. Strike 1. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and Coro down on strikes to finish out the 4th inning. Nothing new to report on offense for either side. We'll go to the 5th. 2-1 UMass Boston with the lead.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school. It's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
It's going to be the catcher, Nico Kites, to kick off the top of this 5th inning. Game 3 of Day 2 of the LEC tournament. In there for a called strike to the Boston catcher, 0-1 to Kites. Grounded to first earlier, did the catcher, and this one fouled back behind. 0-2 now. That one upstairs, 1-2. After Kites, it's the shortstop Charlie Hugie, a single in his first at bat. That one misses the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two. And that one's going to get a piece of Kites and a free trip down to first base.
Now batting shortstop, number 29, Charlie Hugie.
Hugie lays down a bunt on the first base side, and they'll tag him out on the base path. And the runner moves to second. That's Kites, and he puts himself in scoring position for Nick Herzog.
Now batting right field, number 34, Nick Herzog.
0 for 2 so far as Herzog. A ground out fly out is now Davey ready to deal. That one in there for a called strike. 0-1. This one to third. The throw over is in time for out number 2. Good work there by Rotondo.
Now batting second baseman, number 14, Josh Lopez.
So Lopez 0 for 1 on the day, walked earlier. Hugie on second. A decent sized lead, but nobody there to challenge him. 0-1 to Josh Lopez. Lopez cracks this one into the gap between short and third. Coro has it. Well, he doesn't. And now a run across the plate. It's 3-1 Boston and an RBI single for Josh Lopez. Boudris 1 for 2 so far, has an RBI single as well.
Now batting number 15, Kyle Boudris.
First pitch to Boudris. He'll take for strike 1. Throw down to first, and Walsh putting the tag down a bit too late as back to the bag goes Josh Lopez. This one fouled off. 0-2. Lopez only tried to steal once this year and was successful. Grounded to first, and that one going to be foul.
I wouldn't want to take the chance. Trinity now being in, that still being ahead of us.
Yeah.
It seems like a.
I just think all 5 teams should get in. I can see how he feels that. I'm on the committee, so I know it's like.
I mean, if you want to go no matter what, we appreciate it.
I tried. I tried my hardest.
You did try.
Huh?
You
Nothing in 2. Check down to first. And Lopez back in time.
They got a strength of schedule is okay, but their record against the top teams is huge. Oh, yeah.
Here's an 0-2. That one low. Going to second as Lopez got a late jump. The tag is down and he's safe.
Let's put it this way, I wouldn't want to change, but I look at the rest of the country and say they got to be Jimmy Boston. But we wouldn't want to take that, well, especially if we didn't win the tournament.
Yeah.
And they didn't.
We thought that going into the new man, that if that's the reason won, and if UMass lost to some name, that all 4 of those things are bad. But
Ball and 2 strikes. The pitch is going to get back behind.
yeah, it bounced. I was.
Started right on full seat, that was already this.
So a runner on third now as Lopez makes his way down. And a 2-2 count for the DH, Kyle Boudris.
They were going to get him too.
Time called as Davey had to hold off on his 2-2 offering.
I just don't buy Trinity. They didn't have him. Get on that ball like an idiot.
2 balls, 2 strikes. This one hit out to left. It's going to be in foul territory. Coro going over. He makes the grab to retire the side. So Boston able to find another. It's 3-1 as we go bottom 5.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Back here for the bottom of the 5th inning. Rhode Island College behind 3-1, looking to put the bats to work here and crack into this lead. The deficit is 2, and Josh Silva, the center fielder and 9-hitter, will get it started with a single to left field. Silva aboard here with nobody out in the 5th. Runner goes, the throw down is not in time. Silva in safe. And for him, stolen base number 30 on the year.
30 stolen bases.
0-1 here as Amarante steps in. One and one is that one missing low. Bunt shown here, a 1-1 heading Amarante's way, and they'll hold off on it as Silva will take a couple steps back to the bag. Burgo's curious as to what he's up to. Doesn't want number 31 to come here with nobody out. One. Bunt shown, and it's right back to the pitcher. And obvious the plan there is the sack bunt executed, and over to third goes Josh Silva. Now it's on Nate Vigent, and a guy that this Rhode Island team has come to trust throughout all of this season. Only him and Tyler Walsh have appeared and started in all 40 games for the Anchormen. 163 at-bats coming into today, 13 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs for Vigent, 27 RBI as well as he looks at strike, or no, ball one, as that one misses the outside corner. One 0, and this one fouled back toward the USM softball stadium, a ball and a strike. Ball and a strike. The pitch, this one smacked out to center field. Going back is Danny Brown, and still he'll make the grab. Tagging up is Silva, and he'll be in with no problem. 3-2 now as Rhode Island College hanging tough with the Beacons. And this is Ryan Rotondo, 404 in the regular season. This one hit out, shallow left is Catraro underneath it. He makes the grab, and that'll do it for the 5th inning. Rhode Island College getting one back, and a good one brewing here. 3-2 Beacons, we go to the 6th. Oh, and one here to the left fielder, Catraro. Ball on a strike here to Catraro, as we'll see him, Eddie Riley, and Danny Brown in the top of the 6th. That one drops a bit inside. Here's a 2-1. This one ripped toward first. High hop, and good work there by Tyler Walsh as he flips it to Davey for the first out.
Hey, Al, how come you didn't give the Bruins score? Third base number 3. Oh, I see Ryan. He scored for Andy. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at the Andy. I got it. What is the score? 1-0 Boston. Where are they in the game? 6:50 left in the first. They started at 8. My little thing doesn't tell me. Let me see if I can find out who scored for you. You might be a little bit better at this stuff than me. No, that's unbelievable. The D-man that took McAvoy's place, because McAvoy got thrown out, he scored. Stephen Camper.
1-0 there as that drops in. 1-1 to Eddie Riley. Swing and a miss there from Riley. Not scared of a big swing. Had a home run earlier in this one. And Riley down on strikes. This is Danny Brown. 2 outs. First pitch off the mark. 1-0 to Danny Brown. That one gonna knock him, an all expenses paid trip to first base for Danny Brown. And that'll bring up Ryan McCormick. This one cracked out to left, going back and making the grab is Coro, and that'll do it for the top of the 6th. No luck there as we'll go to the bottom half of the inning. Rhode Island College goes to bat. They need a run.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate in your sport, but participate in things outside of that. And it's all about growing as a person.
My coaches have helped me with figuring out who I really am. Their lives are dedicated for us to succeed.
Back here for the bottom of the 6th inning. New face in left field for the Beacons. It's number 23, Danny Colazzo. The freshman out of Stamford, Connecticut. That one low, 2-0. Two and one. Swing and a miss there from Walsh. Knew what he wanted, and now he's looking at 2 and 2. It's the DH Zincone behind him. The 2-2. This one cracked toward third, going to be foul. Riley was all over it, but to the left of the chalk it is. Here's a 2-2. That one misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A full count here for Tyler Walsh, the first baseman for Rhode Island College. Burgos deals. Swing and a miss. Walsh down on strikes for out number 1. And now it's time for the DH, Ray Zincone. This one up the middle. After it is Lopez. He has it. The throw down is in time. Zincone down for out number 2. It's the catcher, Nick Fiola, here with an empty base path and 2 outs on the inning. Swing and a miss there. 0-1 for the catcher, Fiola. This one chopped out to right center, and it's going to get down for a single. So Fiola aboard with 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Rami Morel, the shortstop. First pitch to Morel is outside, 1-0. Morel holds off again as that one missing low and outside. That one in there for a called strike. Three 3-1. Burgos fires. And outside for ball 4. 2 on and 2 out as Rami Morel walks and Joe Coro stands in. Coro hasn't had the same luck today as last night, and we'll see what the plan is here. Could be a pitching change on the horizon As out to talk to Burgos is the UMass Boston infield and coaching staff. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th, a tight one here in Gorham. Pinch hitter for the Anchorman. It's going to be Tyler Calabro, the senior out of Cumberland, Rhode Island. Calabro 300 on the year, 4 doubles, and 8 RBI. Burgos ready to deal here. 2 on, 2 out. This one grounded to third. Hughie has it. The throw down, and they got him. A great throw down to first in the stretch there from Ryan McCormick gets the job done. 3-2, we finished 6 innings. Boston going to bat in the 7th. First pitch here in the top of the 7th, popped up, shallow outfield. Underneath it is the center fielder for Rhode Island College, Josh Silva, who makes the grab for out number 1. As Kitey's sent back to the dugout. It's going to be Charlie Hughie, the 9-hitter and shortstop for this Beacon side. Boston 3 runs on 4 hits and an error. And Rhode Island College 2 runs on 6 hits. That's another close game in this LEC tournament. in there for a called strike, and Davey gets ahead 0-1 on Hughie. 0-1, Hughie lays off, and it misses outside. This one to short, and the throw over is going to be just in time as Hughie beat by a step for out number 2. And now the one-hitter, Nick Herzog. Two down for Herzog. Davies' first pitch. Herzog will take for a strike, 0-1. Davey ready to roll again, gives his catcher a nod and fires an 0-1. That one low, and that'll even things up at 1. This one chopped out to right, moving after it, and making the grab to retire the side is Amarante. 7th inning stretches here. It's 3-2 Boston. Rick going to bat in the bottom half. Bottom of the 7th inning here, Rhode Island College at the bat, trailing 3-2 as the 2 and 3 seed both winning their openers and looking to go 2-0 in the first 2 days of this LEC tourney. Burgos out still as both pitchers solid outings thus far. Ready to roll here, Burgos delivering a 1-0. And taking that as Silva for ball 2. The 2-0. This one chopped into right center, moving over, and still is Brown, and he makes the grab for the first out. Now the top of the order, and Charlie Amarante will step up here. 2-0 count. In there for a called strike. That pitch off the mark. 2-1 now. Now it's 3-1 for Amarante. Behind him in the on-deck circle, Nate Vigent. And now a full count to Amarante. And that chopped to the backstop. Here's a 3-2. And that one fouled back, and we'll do it again with a full count. And a strikeout there. Two down here for Vigent. Vigent chops this to left, gonna be foul. Vigent 1 for 2 on the day, now awaiting an 0-1 from Burgos. The pitch. This one chopped toward first slowly. No problem. McCormick bobbles it, and the underhand is in time. Vigent down for out number 3, and that'll do it for the 7th inning. 3-2 Boston, and we go to the 8th. The second baseman, Josh Lopez, will get things started here in the top of the 8th for UMass Boston. Lopez 1 for 2 on the day. As out to work the top of the 8th is Connor Daly. Here's a 2-0 pitch. And Lopez takes for strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike for the second baseman. It's Kyle Boudris, the DH, on deck. Upstairs now 3-1. A full count here for Lopez. Here's a 3-2. And Lopez will walk to start this 8th inning for Boston. Time called here, and looks like a conversation will be had here with Lopez as well as Boudris. We'll step aside. Nobody out, a runner on first. Well, that taken care of is Boudris at the plate. Lopez a couple steps off the bag at first. Bunt being shown by the DH. He'll pull back, and it's inside for ball one. This one ripped up the middle, and it's going to get down. Lopez will be held up at second. And 2 on and nobody out here for Nick Catraro. So Sassery will go to pinch hit here. Anthony, a junior out of Wakefield, Mass. As the home plate umpire just taking it down real quick. Sassery, 286 on the year. 7 doubles, 19 RBIs for Sassery. As everyone all set, we're ready to go once more. Runners on first and second. Nobody out for Anthony Sassery. And Connor Davey fires a first pitch. He'll hold off. Want to know. Davey checks his runners and fires. That one upstairs. 2-0 here to Sassery. As Boston only leading 3-2 here, as Rick will get 2 more chances in the 8th and the 9th to bat. Some insurance wouldn't hurt. The 2-0. Bunt shown, and strike one there. 2-1 infield in. And the bunt pulled back. 3-1 now.
Christina, you're awful quiet over there. I didn't even know you were here.
3-1. Bunt lay down third base side. They're going to go down to first, and they get the out. So Cesare gone, runners at second and third. And now Eddie Riley will stand in here. Riley a home run earlier in this one. And with runs at a premium, something similar here might just finish the job here tonight. Riley's going to get walked. So they'll walk Riley to get to Danny Brown. Nothing in one now. Oh, and 1 here to Danny Brown. The pitch. That gets in there for a called strike. Brown knew all about it, held off, and now he's behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Swing this one grounded toward first. They're going to go home. The lead runner is going to be out. That's good heads up ball there by the anchorman. And now the bases stay loaded with 2 outs. This one grounded foul. Nothing in 1. The pitch to McCormick is going to be upstairs. 1-1. Two and one here. This one fouled off toward the softball stadium. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Davey Fires. And that one off the mark, 3-2. Payoff pitch from Davy is fouled off. We'll do it again. One more for the softball field. And walking in a run there is Davy, and not what the anchorman wanted. 4-2 Beacons now in the 8th. First pitch is away. As this is Nico Kites. 1-0 to the Boston catcher. And it's inside 2-0, and Davy's going to have to be careful here. Has already walked in a run this inning. Two and 0. That gets in there for a called strike. Kites will look at it for 2-1. And now 2-2. Two count. Swing and a miss there, and Davy and the anchorman get out of the inning at the cost of just one run. They'll go to bat. They trail 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the 8th.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
So it'll be Ryan Rotondo to get things started for the Anchormen in the bottom of the 8th. They trail by a pair of runs to UMass Boston in the nightcap of day 2. First pitch to Rotondo as Joey Rogers into pitch now. Rogers on the year. 6 appearances as this one chopped to short. Hugie has it, the throw down in time. Or something out. Catcher interference is the call as Kites called for interference. Rotondo on first. But for Rogers this season, a 3.91 ERA in his 6 appearances, 16 in the 3rd innings pitched, 10 strikeouts, 4 walks for Rogers, the man out of Dighton, Mass. First pitch now to Tyler Walsh. Walsh 1 for 3 today, and he's ahead 2-0 in the count. Two balls and a strike here. The pitch to Walsh is grounded toward first. Stepped on the bag, the throw down, and can they tag him? They do. It's double play ball there from the Beacons, who empty the base path. Two outs now for the DH, Ray Zincone, who takes a pitch there for ball 1. Upstairs 2-0 now. 2-0. Zincone turns on that one. What a glove there by Hugie. Can he get the throw off in time? And safe. Well, Zincone running down to second. The referee is, or the umpire rather, has told him he's safe at first, and the other one telling him he's out. Zincone's hanging out on third. And now Kites, the catcher, standing in front of him. As he's been given different stories by the two umpires. Well, that's going to do it for the bottom of the 8th. Top 9 on the way. Boston going to bat with a 2-run lead. top 9 starting off with Charlie Hughey drilling one to the wall. And it's a double with nobody out. Big swing there from Herzog. Didn't come up with anything, and Hughey will scamper back to second. Ball and a strike here is Davey out to work the 9th. And in there for a strike on Herzog, 1 and 2. A Labatt called here on Connor Davey, and that's going to allow Hughey, catcher interference rather. Nobody out, and Hughey down to third now. Two balls, two strikes. The offering is in there for a called strike, and Herzog back to the dugout. Hasn't been his day. First pitch to Lopez in there for a called strike, 0-1. Boston would love to score the runner they have. It's Hughey on third and 1 out. Nothing in 2 to Josh Lopez. The pitch. Swung on and chopped into left. It's going to score the run. Lopez on his way to first. Another RBI single for number 14 in black and blue. 5-2 now in favor of the Beacons here in the 9th. Looks like that's going to be the end of the day for Connor Davey, who will come 2 outs short of going the distance. Relief on the way. Pitching change for the Anchorman.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate in your sport, but participate in things outside of that. And it's all about growing as a person.
My coaches have helped me with figuring out who I really am. Their lives are dedicated for us to succeed.
Oh, and 1 now to Kyle Budris, the DH. 1 down in the top of the 9th inning. This one grounded toward first. Well done there. They get the lead runner at second. The throw down to first won't be in time. So 2 outs on the inning. Lead runner is away for the Beacons. Now a conversation being had here. As Rami Morel was having a conversation with the infield umpire, and now let's see what the deal is here. Anthony Cesare at the dish now. 2 outs, top of the 9th. And a runner on first for the Beacons. Jake Rockefeller in to work this one. Is this grounded to second? Vigin after it, has it, and throw will be too late. Good play to keep it within the infield, but able to leg it out there is Cesare. And now we'll see Eddie Riley. Rockefeller deals, swing and a miss from Riley. 0-1. Nothing and 1. Rockefeller deals, runner goes, and it's fouled away. Nothing and 2. Rockefeller checks, and now he'll check back, and runners back to the bags. 0-2. And time called. And a nice pitch from Rockefeller, and he'll have to do it again. This one chopped up the middle, and a tough sound off the bat, but 1 run gonna score. And Boston pouring it on now. It's 6-2. Dan Kennedy on his way to warm for Rhode Island College. Bunt shown. This one down the third base line. It's a good one. Bare hand, no throw. Boston hitting their stride now. Hit number 10 on the day. And the bases loaded and 2 outs. Is going to bring up Ryan McCormick. First pitch in there for a called strike. 0-1. An 0-1 from Rockefeller. In there for a called strike. 0-2. Rockefeller gets ahead here with 2 outs. That one just missing. 1-2. One, two from Rockefeller. And this one chopped back up, and Rockefeller underhands to first. And that will do it for the top of the ninth. The pair of runs from Boston will extend the lead to 6-2. And Rhode Island College needs 4 runs to keep this one going.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
First pitch, a strike here to number 6. That's Sam Franco. As Franco rips this one foul down the first base side toward the bullpen, but out of play. 0-2, Franco falls behind. Rami Morel on deck. And the left fielder, Joe Coro, in behind him. Strike out there for Joey Rogers. 1 out now for Rami Morel. Oh, and 1 is a strike there for Rami Morel. Morel lays off there. It's low and in. Ball 1. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter for the Anchormen if they can. Up a swing and a miss there from Morel. It's Calabro. Has hit once today so far. 1-2 to the Rhode Island shortstop, Rami Morel. Rogers likes what he sees and the lefty deals. Fouled off. Ball and 2 strikes. Rogers deals. Breaking ball low. 2-2. Time called as Rogers halfway through his delivery. As now we're ready for a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Morel down on strikes as well. And it's down to Calabro. Rogers deals. Swing and a miss there from Calabro. 0-1. This one grounded to third, and it's going to get through. Calabro aboard with 2 outs. Now it's going to be Silva. That one upstairs on Silva, 1-0. Rogers fires, and this one hit out into center. Going back is Danny Brown, and still is this one up to the fence. held up at third. And it's second and third with 2 outs for Nate Donovan, the junior out of Lincoln, Rhode Island, standing in here.
Now batting number 20, Nate Donovan.
Did anybody say when they're gonna practice tomorrow now or anything?
Yeah, I've got Dartmouth 1:30 to 3, and 3 to 4:30. And I've got 2 times reserved for these 2 Boston wins.
1-0 here to Donovan. Swing and a miss there, 1-1. Two and one is Kites keeps it in front of him.
So, we would play Rhode Island. Game 2 would be
Dartmouth East.
Game 3 would be Boston, and the winner, us, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
We won that, it'd be Boston's all of a sudden.
This one grounded into the gap. It's going to get into right. A run will score. And now the tying run will head to the plate.
Boston's the final game no matter what. I believe so. Caught the number. They have to make a decision.
Interesting the way that works, isn't it? When you get in the first inning, automatically you're done.
Entering the game, the anchorman number 15, Sam Banks. Now batting number 8, Nate Vigent.
So we wouldn't necessarily. We got
So now Nate Vigent,
no matter what.
one of the leading hitters of this Rhode Island College team,
They gotta win too.
in here with 2 outs, and he represents what will be the tying run. Rogers deals, and this one gets away. And they're going to hold him at third. No chances taken there, but it's second and third now with 2 outs, and still a good spot.
Sinclair wouldn't, the doctor wouldn't tell him what's wrong. He said he had to go in and see.
You had an MRI?
Yeah. So they wouldn't tell him what was wrong. They had to go in and make an appointment.
2-0 now to Vigent. There's still a little bit of hope here for the anchorman.
14 regional, all right.
The 2-0. As Vigent cracks this one into center. Moving over, and the grab is made, and that will do it. UMass Boston starts off their LEC tournament 2-0. As Rhode Island College will fall here, it's going to be Anchorman and Huskies on Saturday. Friday will be off as rain on the way, starting late tonight all the way through to tomorrow night. But we're back here for 3 more on Saturday. Sebastian Pettit, glad you could join us here. Final score of this one, 6-3. Boston gets the win over Rhode Island.